And we're live, I think, right? This
Yeah, we
is
should be.
going on. Is it good? All
Yeah.
right. Year 2013 year in special Super Desperation Radio episode 244. Wow, we're actually keeping track of this shit.
It's not actually 244. It's season
It
two.
is 244. Stop it.
Whatever.
Look,
Damn,
the
man.
code number is 244, meaning it's episode 244. It's the way
The
it
code
works.
number is
If you were in the
420.
TV industry like someone else, you'd know.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's talking about me, by the way, because I'm in the TV industry.
Haha, yes, yes. So yeah,
Wow,
you didn't really
2
botch the
years.
intro this time?
I didn't botch it because technically I didn't write it down this time. Usually I write down stuff I want to say and then I'm reading it and I fuck it up because I can't read that well. So
No.
this time,
This, this is the thing with me. You technically don't botch the intros because you do it all the time. When you actually do it right, that's when you really botch the intro.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. It right. It's like, oh, that's not funny. Help,
Oh,
Pocket,
man.
stop trying. Oh man, but like, yeah, this is well, it's not exactly 2 years. We got our anniversary coming up next year, but this is pretty much our second New Year's Eve special, I guess.
hmm
We've been doing this since 2011, which is funny because we probably didn't have shit to talk about back in 2011.
No, we actually did have shit to talk about. So, actually, you know, what, let's do a little history for the show.
Okay.
The show started with just me and Hell Pocket shooting the shit. What we would do is we'd get random personalities in the King of Fighters community on, and we would just all talk absurd amounts of shit to each other, just for fun. Initially, just started as a Skype call, and then we're like, hey, you know, let's Hellpox and I are like, hey, you know, let's just do a show where we just talk about what's going on in the scene and give our opinions and shit. And here we are. We did it for I think 3 to 4 months before Walkman got on the show.
Yeah.
It was a while.
Yeah, it was anywhere between 3 and 5 months, I think.
I mean, I've still got those old archives, which will remain old and hidden forever.
Yeah.
Some of those
don't
things.
upload. Yeah, don't upload them. They don't
I
need
would
to
never,
see the
I would
light.
never put those out for public consumption
Yeah.
because,
Um,
yeah. But you know, it was pretty much just me and you. And let's see, we had Roger Dodger, we had Hans, we had some cameos by Chris Seg, and you know, a bunch of other
yeah, it all
people who probably blown up
we had
now.
people on there. It sucks that we can't get Hans on the show anymore because you know he can't say anything because Capcom might do something bad to him like throw him in the ocean.
You know what's cool? That we probably won't even have him talk. We'll just say he's on the show, and people will show up
Yeah.
anyway.
Exactly. I mean that's what
Yeah.
we need to start doing. So let's see some notable guests we've had. We've had them. What we've had Reynolds. Or actually, we've had Reynolds twice. I forgot we did a serious interview with Reynolds shortly after he won Evo.
hmm
Oh yeah, that was
Reynolds
great.
twice. Lord Knight.
Yeah.
Now
AKA.
that was a botch.
What? Oh, I mean, come on. He's the Evo champ. Don't play him again in KO 13. You might get that win, but there's a good chance. And by good chance, I mean 99% chance that
Well,
you're gonna get wrecked.
I've been told by Arcade Boss that the Arcade Shock Boss that I can't play him again on stream because if I do and I beat him, then it's the end of Arcade Shock, and then because he knows I don't want to be the top player in Arcade Shock. You know, I'm a father now, so I got shit to do. I don't got time to fuck around with KLF yet.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
So he would push Reynolds over me, and I mean, you don't even play anything other than Garo, and when Garo comes back, man, you're in there like Flynn, baby.
No, man, you've got it all wrong. I don't play anything. Like just simple as that. I don't play a damn thing anymore.
We're
And
retired.
yeah,
Reynolds
most
got to push. You know, like he's got something that you can put on a T-shirt and then not sell.
yeah. Another notable name we would have on the show every now and then back in the day was Metaphysics. He's a really
Meta-
good friend of ours, in and out of the KOF scene and shit. I thought it was fitting to bring him on the show again. Don't know if he's there. You there?
Oh, we're going deep in the third string here.
Oh yeah.
I'm here, man.
Wow.
I'm like,
Yeah,
please,
so-
dog.
Well, back to the starting lineup, baby.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing people don't realize. Abe was actually, or Metaphysics was actually part of the show at one point, and then he got a life. I mean,
It's crazy how that shit happens.
damn. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's moving on up, bigger, better things.
I
He's
had
not dealing
ambitions.
with us anymore.
Oh. On a
Got it.
personal level, of course.
Damn it. Damn. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Yeah,
So
Abe gets paid more than I do to be on this show, so
this
Oh,
is true.
yeah.
It's actually true. Um, yeah. So I think we went about 5 months, and we brought Walkman in, and then what was it? It was late. We had Alex on a couple times late last
right.
year, and then we brought Paul on as well, and then we just decided to bring them on as regulars, and they're a part of the show. And
Dude,
for
that's when
those who
shows
don't know,
stopped being like 3 hours long.
yeah, that's when the show stopped being three. Well, actually, we were okay. So for those who don't know, the show used to be like 3 to 5 hours long, just us sitting on Skype, not doing jack shit, just talking. So Hellpox and I would always talk about like, hey, you know what? Let's shorten out the show, make it about like an hour and a half tops. So like, yeah, let's do that. So we make a plan, we do it, and we never follow through up until late last year, and we started making them 2 hours long, and then we decided on an hour and a half several times because we just wanted to start at 6:30.
That
And
and not step on Ultra Chen's non-existent Monday
yeah,
toes.
that's what I was gonna say. The main reason was we just didn't want to take away viewers from Ultra Chen because I mean, we got to throw them a bone here and there.
We've done that. We've done that. It's on record.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it is.
we're a tough act to follow. We understand, but gotta give them a little credit.
A tough act to follow, an even tougher act to steal viewers from. Because in the past, there have been several shows that have tried to take the Monday night slot, and I don't even hear about these guys anymore.
Nope.
Like
Those are-
we had Vidon and Crack Fiend's show, the Crack House. That
Oh
show,
yeah, I
yeah.
forgot about.
yeah, you did forget about that shit.
Well, that's because where are they now?
The
Well,
Kraken
I mean,
show, that sounds sick.
I this is true. It probably does sound sick. I did see Crack Fiend at Capcom Cup. He called me Scott. I called him Peter. We were good.
Nice.
Walked away from each other.
Yeah,
That's the
Crack's
thing I
good
love
people.
about. Yeah, that's the thing I love about Crack Fiend. Anytime I run into him, people have no idea we know each other, so we just screw around. Like, hey, Jim? Hey, Daniel? Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? And then we just walk away, and people look at us like, "Wait, you're not Jim? I know that guy. He's not Daniel. What the hell is this?" So yeah, it's fun
You
times.
should
Fun
be like, you
times.
don't know him.
Mhm.
What else
Yeah.
did we have? We had that Finest KO Persona 4 show that was Dacid Bro and Koopa were trying to run on their time slot as well.
Oh yeah, that disappeared too.
Who the fuck is Dacid Bro?
Mm. He's no Hanzo Gonzo, I tell you that much.
That's right. I think Hanzo
Speaking of which-
Gonzo might have. Oh man, I remember. Did they ever try to steal our time? No, they never tried to steal our time
No,
slot.
they didn't. But we did have Hanzo Gonzo on the show once, and Hanzo Gonzo had you on their show once. For those who don't know,
Yeah.
we're talking about the show that sucks. One of the lesser known shows on iPlay Winner.
Number 2.
Yeah, show number 2. Yeah.
We
and
definitely
speak-
wanted to battle them too. Them and the Fray. We were gonna throw down in various games.
Oh
Yeah,
man, the
back
Fray
up.
don't want none of this, man. The Fray was just like, we will cast once every 3 months.
I'm honestly always shocked whenever it's on.
Hey, yeah, actually, it was on last week.
Yeah.
It
Um,
was.
I
yeah, I
caught
was-
that.
Yeah,
Good
I was
job.
on it. It was hilarious. It was great. Not great, but I mean, it was just hilariously great in my opinion. Go check it out. Or I don't know if it's on the YouTube archive yet, but if it is, go check it out on the YouTube page. And there's gonna be this was a precursor to the show that's gonna should be coming up next week or 2 weeks on Thursday for the Fray, the Horsehead Awards, where we announced the winners. So yeah, see how that
The
goes.
winners? Yeah.
Should be good. Pretty sure one of the SCR guys will be on there, unless they don't like us, because we all three podcasts signed a peace treaty. We're all good friends now.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that we have a stipulation in our contract is that we get cut from IPW, we just go underground. We don't die.
Yeah, man. Straight to go to that. What is that shit? Own.tv.
Yeah, we'll just head over to Hitbox. It's like, yeah, we're here now.
Yeah. So
Let's-
another thing people don't know is when we initially started the podcast, when was it? Early last year, February last year. We were supposed to be on IPW. Hans wanted us on iPlay Winner, but both Hell Pockets and I agreed some of the stuff we would say and do wouldn't be suitable for iPlay Winner.
Right.
Kind of still isn't.
Yeah, yeah, it still kind of isn't, but I don't think it matters as much anymore. It's,
No.
yeah, but hey,
I mean, we cleaned up. No, here's the thing. We cleaned up, and then as soon as we did, they told us, like, yeah, don't change. And we were like, what?
Eh, I think that we have a good balance of business casual going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're the mullet.
that's what I was about to ask. Are we the mullet? We're the mullet. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh well.
Yeah, there was a SDR before SDR on E Live, but that was like a little different. That was
Yeah,
like Jimmy's
Oh.
thing.
Jesus.
That was my
And
thing.
Abe.
Where,
Abe and
Yeah.
Gibby, man.
Dude, that
I
was
was
like
gonna
5
say
years
it's-
ago?
yeah, that was about.
It was not 5 years ago. There's
It was
no
a
way.
long time ago.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
I missed those
So
days.
it was old days were pretty good. We had a lot of fun back in the day. We still have fun now. We just have more people in on it with us. We still would like to bring more people on as guests because there are plenty of people that we're friends with and even not friends with that we've brought on the show.
Right.
We've had civil discussions. We've had not so civil discussions. We've had drunk ramblings from random guests and hosts. We've had just old man rambles and what he hates and what he really hates multiple
Terrible
times.
shows, great shows.
Yeah, we've had a lot. We've done a lot, and
I'm still sad that we never got to do the SDR special. Why you hate us? Behind the hate, I suppose.
yeah,
Nobody hates us anymore, so it's.
yeah. That's the thing. Another thing, people hated us at first because we didn't really have a filter. If there
We were
was
very
something going
frank.
on, yeah, we didn't do the whole like just outright bash people for no reason. We would bring up like, oh, so this happened. This is dumb. This is why it's dumb. Essentially, what we do now, just a lot less civil, I guess you can say. So people didn't like that. They wanted to keep certain things private and seen, and it was just
You
dumb.
know, you know what I actually like though? I like
Hmm.
that a lot of opinions weren't exactly the same on this show. Like I feel there was a good dynamic between this guy's on that fence, this guy's in the middle, and this guy's on the other side. And I think you guys got that going on.
We did. That's
Yeah.
what we do
The
now.
way it's always been. And it still pretty much is the same way, actually.
Yeah.
And look at that. Conflicting opinions can still be friends.
Understand how much all of us argue behind closed doors. I think the only two who don't really argue are me and Chris, because
We think too much alike.
yeah, the only time we argue is like, hey, I'll beat your ass in this game, and that's pretty much it. And then he ends up wearing a dress in the end, which
Fuck!
Yeah, so those are days, great days. So yeah,
They're not behind us. We still got a bunch of great days ahead of us.
Yeah.
more great days to come.
I mean, we got 2014 to look forward to with quite possibly one of the biggest tournament lineups ever.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I mean, like, obviously there's certain shows we've had this year, after EVO where things have been slow, but, the tournament season's picking up. It's happening all over again, so there's definitely going to be a lot more to talk about. Yeah, I mean, it's been a great run. We've been the most consistent, still alive podcast.
Yeah, I think we are. We're like the oldest podcast that's currently running.
Yeah.
I think it might be Alphaism, but Alphaism is sporadic.
Alphaism doesn't really exist anymore.
Does it not? I thought Ski Sonic runs Alphaism.
I used to, but then it was
It
gone,
doesn't
right?
exist.
It's on hiatus.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Is that a new stream service?
Could be. Could be. So yeah, that's actually that was the other thing. We had a lot of difficulty in the early days of Twitch running this crap because they used
Oh,
to throw
yeah.
us on Just TV and we would give the Twitch link and it wouldn't work and Jesus, it was terrible. I'm glad
a lot of people never even found that shit.
yeah, it was like, oh, well, what do you mean you guys did the podcast? I don't see it. So, yeah.
We were there.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that there was probably more like there was probably more content, but because we were so like we lacked so much structure that like a lot of people just didn't want to tune in because they didn't know what the hell we were talking about at
Oh,
any
dude.
moment. You know?
Dude, you
Yeah.
just look at the link and it's like, oh, 4 hours long. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then you
And
wonder like how many topics are going to cover in 4 hours, and there's like 80.
yeah,
Hey,
we
dude,
covered everything back then.
dude, Gibby tells like 6 old man stories about
Yep.
how he's grumpy about all kinds of things. Uh,
Nobody plays cross-handed anymore. You fucking bitches.
I mean,
yeah.
look, hey, I'm just gonna say I can still go through those old man stories. Nah, I just stopped doing it because I realized that I don't know if people want to listen to them, and then
Dude,
people tell me they
if
want
we
to
give
listen
you
to them.
if we give you a chance, I'm pretty sure you'll just start going on that tangent at some point.
Oh yeah, of course, that'll always happen. That's all I do. I'm just that old man in the wheel or
I
in the
don't know.
rocking chair.
I think Gibby's been
20.
taking his meds because every time he's been going off on tangents, he usually stops himself.
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say. So, as many of you have noticed, I've been holding back a lot, and it's good. It's good for the show. It helps the show progress, and it makes it more. I can't really say entertaining to watch. It just makes everything more detailed oriented and focused, and it's good. Um, but yeah, it's been a good 2 years. Hopefully, we have another 2 more years, unless all of us get like legit jobs, getting paid, doing this crap. See y'all on ESPN. Ugh.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah, dude. Put me in a suit. I need the money.
We're hoping someday this podcast makes everybody money, like tons.
Yeah.
Tons
It's
of
gonna
money.
happen.
I'm I'm just waiting on Stuart Scott to come discover us and just bring us all on ESPN. You know how
Oh
sick
my
that would.
god, these guys are amazing.
And then we'll have Chris Berman. Think about it, guys. We'll have Chris Berman as our guest on the show
Oh,
someday.
dude, that'd be
Chris.
hilarious.
You and Berman would be great together. And
It
by
would be
great, I mean
awesome.
you two would be obnoxious. It would be so perfect.
I just want to ask him, like, hey, man, is it okay if I take your rumbling, bumbling, stumbling shit from you? Because, like, I want to use it for some KOF matches.
Well,
Chris
so
Berman.
let's see. I think that about covers everything we did in
That's
the past.
present day, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you talk about how this show used to be like specifically about like KOF and SNK stuff?
Oh, yeah. We actually
So it
called it
started-
Comcast at one point.
Yeah, because it
And
started out
before
as
that, it
just,
was
stuff.
Hell Pockets and Frines because of the typo.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's paint
those Hell
picture.
Pockets and Frines, because we couldn't come up with a name. Hell Pockets was drunk. He's like, this is my channel, so we're gonna call it Hell Pockets and Friends. And I'm like, that's his Frines. And then we just left it there. I mean, there's no reason correcting your typo. It's already on the internet. Just leave it there.
You know what the best part was? Like, it wasn't even a typo. I fucking drew that shit in Paint Shop.
It was
Yeah.
a typo. So yeah, we were just all SNK KOF oriented because there were podcasts all over about you got the Amine podcast, the Capcom podcast, and all that other stuff. So we're like, hey, let's just do our own thing here.
Yeah.
It worked, but slowly but surely we learned couldn't really continue doing a show on it because there isn't like last year after Evo, SNK community died for I want to say a good 5-6 months. There was
A
like
lot of people were upset, I think.
Yeah, it was a mix. A lot of people were upset, and a lot of people quit the game or quit KOF at that time.
Yeah, dude.
And-
It was like there's nothing to talk about, but hey, Reynolds approves of the new Avengers movie, so what's up, guys?
This is about right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So let's see. We had like KOF at its first Evo, and then Ball loses to Mad KOF, and then everybody's just kind of like, well, whatever. I got my T-shirt. You know.
Yeah,
By the way,
Yeah.
I'm starting to get to that. You ever seen that meme where there's that old man looking at that kid wearing the surf shirt, and he's like, "You little shit, you've never surfed in your life."
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
KOF shirt. I say the same thing. Like, you little piece of shit. You never played KOF in your life. Take that shit off.
Yeah, dude. 1,000 entrants, 600 DQs.
that's extremely accurate. Um, yeah, so
Prick.
I think we shifted focus from SNK stuff to us just slowly starting to talk about other things. And then once we got Sanchez and Paul on here, they brought up, or and they brought out the anime Chris, and yeah, it became the anime
Anime?
cough cast for the most part.
Anime cough cast. Jeez.
Yeah, ah,
I
it was
mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, we needed the extra material, and we were all interested in the game. So, I mean, for the most part, we all like Guilty Gear.
yeah.
So, yeah, there was no reason for us not to talk about it. We
Yeah.
made a conscious decision to talk more about games that we enjoy versus talking about just SNK stuff. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, SNK wasn't really helping us out at that point. It's been 2 years now, and we're still just trying to we're trying to hype up this game that really should probably have been updated by now.
No,
Um,
dude, we're talking about the 3D rendered graphics, man. Have you seen that stuff? Looks
no,
terrible. It looks terrible.
why is Geese
Yeah.
black?
Oh yeah, we want to hire more people like you with these amateur 3D renders.
Hmm.
Yeah, those 3D renders are pretty bad.
How's your Maya? You know nothing? How's your price? All right, let's go.
Hey, better question. How many hours are you willing to work a day? 24? You're in.
Jesus.
It sounds about right. Everything sounds about right so far. Yeah, so, I mean, here we are now. We talk about everything going on in the scene for the most part. We give our opinions, and as Abe said, all of our opinions differ on things. There are things that we all see eye to eye on, but for the most part, we all have varying opinions on things, and that's why we argue. It's great.
Yeah, man.
I love it. I know everyone.
I also think it helps. Like, not only do we have a lot of different opinions, but we come from a completely different backgrounds. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of us, I think.
We're very diverse.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Extremely diverse.
Gibby being the classic and only authority on old King of Fighters and SNK I trust, except maybe
Yeah.
Vin, because apparently the
No,
King of Fighters
I-
community tells Paul Bunyan stories.
Yeah. Just for the record, too, on this podcast, I also know more about the old Capcom days, like pre 2000, than the current guys.
Well, yeah.
that does, because I was around.
Damn. You can't beat being there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I
Yeah.
wasn't there for everything, but I was there for most things. Yeah.
You were there for
So-
things that matter.
Yeah, and then we learned that NorCal never really had any kind of KOFC until 13.
Nope.
Chris and a bunch of other people talking. Yeah, we're good at King of Fighters, and then they get wrecked by everyone.
11.
Chris insisting, I'm like one of the best Mark of the Wolves players in NorCal, and plays
And
me.
I am too.
And then sadly, he money matched me, knowing, or not money match. He dress matched me, knowing nothing would come out of it. He knew he was going to lose, but he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm the thing I love about him. He was a man of his word. He said he would do it. He did it. He didn't back out of it.
No, I
Like
wouldn't.
the guy that runs IE Battleground. I'm still waiting on his match. It's been a year. Where is this?
What about your match with Andrew, man? That dude's been talking shit for like a decade.
I don't know, Andrew. Where? Yeah, when are we gonna do this? I got
talking about
Andrew and I
old
got Monty.
You know
Dude,
the
we,
phrase
we,
on
caught
Watch
that,
This.
we caught that fool Magus at fucking Capcom Cup going to the bathroom. We was like, hey, man, we go play Gibby. And I fucking blocked the door to the Vince room. He was like, oh, why don't you go tap me up like this, man? Come on.
Well, okay, so this is the stupid thing about this. Everything he just said is true. It actually happened. God damn
He's
it.
like, you go tap me up in the bathroom. I was like, you ain't coming out till you say yes or no, blood.
And he just looked at us and I was like, oh. I'm like, damn, this is bad, but this is hilarious.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only time it seems like we ever get anybody from our other brotherhood of podcasts, if we say like a magic word like luminaries or something, it summons Derry.
Oh, shit.
Luminaries is actually nice. I like it, to be honest. Just the word itself. I like Luminaries.
You like
It
Chrono
sounds
Trigger.
magical and mystical.
Isn't that a game?
That's Luminaries.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, for the most part, in the early days, we actually did a lot to fuel the rivalries
Yeah,
in the
man.
KOF scene. Those were fun, but then it got stupid. Like when I say it got stupid, I mean a lot of the stuff people said was pretty dumb, and we stopped covering it in the way we did for the most part.
Yeah.
And the shit talking was terrible. Like SoCal guys had no idea how to talk shit. They like so the SoCal KOF guys would beat on the NorCal guys, but the shit talking from NorCal was better. But the shit talking from NorCal was dumb as crap because like, hey, we talk shit better than y'all do. Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
Oh god, I remember that battle. We was like, "Yo, man, we're hyping for KOF," and
Yeah,
then they're like,
exactly.
"Yeah, but you're not good at it." And then like people wanted to fight and shit, but I missed that because they actually wanted to fight because we knew we weren't gonna win. So we'll beat you in
Like,
that after party.
Southtown Arcade's hype as fuck. Oh, damn, we got our ass kicked on the 5-on-5.
And that was just the stepping stone that fell out of the actual steps, and NorCal's tumbled down to the bottom. Rather unfortunate.
Did the KO cast just like reference David Kong as SoCal's #1 top shit talker?
What?
Wait, did that just happen?
Yeah, he was
Damn.
like, "I don't know, SoCal has David Kong. It's all we need." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, buddy, hold on to there a second."
Let's see. So that was the past, and now we have stuff coming up in the future. I mean, Evo games haven't been announced. No word on what games will be in there yet. People are throwing out different names. They think, oh, hey, they say there's only going to be one anime game because Wizard said if you can only have one anime game, which would it be out of 3 of them, which was Gear, Persona, and the latest Blaze?
Uh-huh.
So we'll likely see an anime game in there. Maybe a 3D game. I'm going to guess that Street Fighter will be in there. I don't know. I can't be too certain. But yeah, Evo's ways away. The tournament that's coming up next, that's on everyone's like mouth right now, is SCR.
Mhm.
SCR SoCal Regionals 2014.
And I think
So I'm
2014 was actually how many games they intended on holding.
oh man.
Pretty sure that's what that meant. 'Cause I mean, let me just here this list. I'm sorry. This may oh no,
Dude,
never mind. There it is.
they're like, dude, what games are we going to have at SCR? Everything. We have every game.
Yeah. Essentially, this is the
Wait a
one
minute,
good
wait a
thing
minute.
about.
Are you gonna have
Yeah.
Candy Crush there? Yeah, I guess. You want it?
What, man? You got players? Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is actually a good thing for SCR. I mean, if you're a player and you want to play a bunch of games, SCR is actually great to go to because okay, here they have Street Fighter 4, Marvel 3, KOF 13, Cross Tekken, Soul Calibur 2 HD Online, Soul Calibur 5, Killer Instinct, Guilty Gear Plus R, Blaze, Chrono Phantasma, Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Full Boot, Skullgirls, Persona 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Dead or Alive 5, Dive Kick, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Virtua Fighter 5, Smash Melee, and, drumroll please, the only old school game, Super Turbo. I mean, technically, Soul Calibur 2 is kind of old school depending on how you look at it, but it's the HD version. Old school wasn't an
Oh,
HD.
sick.
What are we talking about, man? Dive Kick is super old school. It's like the oldest of schools.
Oh, okay.
Until
So-
720p came out, everybody just thought in standard definition.
Yep. So, I mean, this is a massive lineup. I don't know how they're going to do this. I hope it gets pulled off well. Like,
Yeah.
the guys that level up, I hope they can do it with no issues because it's 21 games. Or is it 21? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
20.
6. Yeah, it's 20. Okay, I could have sworn it was 21. Whatever. And
There's a hidden game.
No.
oh yeah, 98
Gaming
market bulls. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, my
You gotta show them your
Yeah, that-
Freemason ring if you want to join.
Oh wait, you mean to tell me Vi is part of the Freemasons?
No, but he's trying to get in.
Oh.
He wants people to show the ring.
God.
So, my thing with this, I kind of wish they had some of the older games here.
Uh-huh.
Like when I say older games, I mean it would have been nice if there was Alpha 2, Third Strike, CBS 2, maybe like KOF 98 or something.
Dude, I just hope
Um,
they don't have breakers because I hate seeing your body break down like that, man. Like, I feel really bad for you. I don't want to see you play that game ever again.
Breakers is the game that breaks my wrists. It's bad. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into this story. Long story short, I've got bad arthritis. I can't play fighting games. Breakers is the proving point for that. If you ever watch me play Breakers, you'll see my body break down.
That's why they call them Lakers, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
his back
hilarious.
starts breaking. He stops being able to hear. He gets older by the second.
Everything he just said is true. It's happened, and people just look at me like, "What the hell's wrong with this guy? What the hell?" Well, yeah.
He's so good at this, but he's falling apart.
Uh-huh.
We're having fun a minute ago, but I don't know. I think Gibby's having a seizure over there. I don't know.
Call an ambulance. Somebody better call extra.
Yeah,
Exorcist might help.
yeah, there you go.
All right, so the biggest problem I have with SCR is they can run it. They can run these games. There's a way to do it, but where are they going to find the space?
Yeah, my guess is that well, I think it was last year when they had Skullgirls there. Skullgirls was ran in a separate room along with Smash, but both of them were
yes.
side.
Uh,
So
Not quite. Apparently,
What's the
Skullgirls was a side tournament that was unofficial, so it was UCI, not
Wow.
SCI.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dang.
They put you guys in the freaking toilet.
No, it's just, you know, people caught feelings because it wasn't, supposed to be there, but it's like we brought our own stuff, so what are you complaining about? We got, permission to do this from UC Irvine in general. Why are you so mad? And then it led to a whole bunch of weird stuff. But hey, Skullgirls is at SCR, along with everything else.
Is this like when you're playing a basketball game and you bring your little 5-year-old brother and you got 6 people on the team versus 5 and everybody just ignores the 6th person?
Something like that. That's what
Yeah.
it seemed like.
Just ignore that guy. He's not really here. He's over there.
So, yeah, the only thing I could think of is that they're going to be getting more rooms. We do know they have access to that one room. UCI is a pretty sizable college. I'm sure they can actually fit or open up more rooms for us. Because that little event area, like the massive event hall, is there, and then there's I think like 3 other rooms that are near it that other stuff can be held in. But there's no word on if everything is going to be streamed. Via did mention things would be streamed. There's some people said he said everything, others said he said a few things. So
you can't
it's
mean everything, man.
well, I mean the only way everything would be streamed is like you and I were saying earlier, if it's just grand finals for everything or top
Yeah.
3 for.
Because that's what they
But
did
even
at
then-
EVO in 2012. Like there were certain games that only got top 3, like VF. I think Cross Tekken, maybe was that did Cross Tekken get top 8?
Yeah, I think they did.
2 years ago, Cross Tekken got top 8 on Sunday time slot, if I remember right.
Wow. All right. Well, I know VF
pretty-
got top 3.
Yeah, Virtua Fighter got top 3, but that was a Sega held tournament at Evo.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be different days, like how Evo this year. They had some games finish Friday, some games finish Saturday, some games finish Sunday. So I think it's going to be the same thing here. The big games are going to finish Sunday, most likely. My guess would be, looking at this list, I don't know if you guys are going to agree. Looking at this list, big games, Street Fighter 4, Marvel 3, KI,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Blaze, because Blaze has been doing pretty well out here, and Tekken Tag is iffy. Tekken Tag and KOF are the 2 games that would take the last spot, but I don't know which would take the last spot. Or ST. I mean, I would love ST on. Oh no, Melee! I forgot about Melee. Melee would need to be a Sunday game, considering
Dude, they're all
Super
gonna show
Arcade.
up.
Yeah, Super Arcade. Their weeklies on Sundays brings in 80 to 140 people a week.
Yeah, I think the last one did pass the 80 mark. Like, apparently they had the event page, and they're like, okay, 40 people have confirmed. And then by the time they got there, they had like over 80 people. So it's like, wow,
Yeah.
good on you, Smash, for actually supporting your game and not just, saying that you are, but you're not, and you're not showing up.
Say,
And
hey,
supporting Super.
we got an EVO. Let's not show up.
Yeah, we did it.
No, there was that point where Smash was bringing in 100 people a week. Like, they were averaging over 100 people showing up every week.
That's pretty dope.
So, I mean, you got to think about it. Smash has grown. Like, I can't say thanks to Evo. Smash has always been huge. All Evo did was help it get into are fighting game events. Because Smash tournaments, for those who don't know, were generally held at anime conventions and just cosplay conventions, stuff like that. And they were massive. Like
Yeah.
there was this convention that Arcade Shock used to help out with. Um, we would have to cap the Smash tournament at 128 or 256, depending on how many people were there running it and how many setups we had. There was one year, I think it was '07 or '08 for Melee. We capped it at 256, and then we had a waiting list of another 200, 300 people just wanting to enter. And we were like, "Oh shit, it's pretty bad. This is nuts. Smash is legit. I mean, whether or not you like Smash, you can't argue with their dedication to their numbers. I mean, they do more. They do more for their scene than most people in what the KOF scene, the Street Fighter scene, Marvel scene, and so on do. Like they do everything for their game to make sure it gets in, and they try to run everything the way like they want to. I mean, the truth is, I do think that the community needs Smash. Smash brings a whole other element to the community.
Here's the problem, though. They don't need us at all, man.
No,
No,
exactly.
they don't.
They don't need us.
They do.
We need them more than they need us.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude, we're like, sweet guys. You guys want to come here? Awesome.
You're like, come to Vegas? Yeah, sure, why not? No, we made
Yeah.
it's fine. Sure, why not?
Dude,
We're like
this-
Saint Martin, We're just like, hey, you want to come and give us money? We're pretty
Oh.
broke out here, Let's get the whole country behind it. Come on over, guys.
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah. So this is my thing with Smash 2.
Thanks for the money, man.
Every major I went to or heard of Smash being at outside of Apex, Smash was in a side room. It wasn't in the main event hall. Maybe it was in the main event hall for UFGT. I can't remember. I don't know if it was there, but it wasn't there for SCR last year, NCR last year, or this year or whatever. So I really do think Smash deserves to be in the main floor because the Smash guys are loud. Smash guys get crazy for their game, and it's like seriously, it's like watching a lot of the old Marvel stuff, just less belligerent and less funny. It's just more genuine. It's more like genuine excitement than shit talking. I like it. It's
Cut
really
his
good.
nuts off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Smash 2 is I think that game more so than any other game, there's like a whole bunch of people who probably aren't that good at think they're really good, that they're like, they probably never even heard of a tournament before, right? Then they hear about a tournament and they're like, dude, I smash on dudes all the time. I need to go to this tournament. They're like, sick. It sounds like a great idea, right?
And then here's the thing: they get blown up, and they're
Yeah.
like, I might want to get better at this.
Exactly.
So yeah, I also think a big push or a big leg up that Smash has, at least as far as console tournaments go, is that when it concerns the FGC, you're kind of dealing with something that in the past was born in the arcade, where he didn't really need to bring shit,
Right.
He just needed to show
Yeah.
up with some quarters and whatever entry fee. And then we started doing like the console tournament stuff, which kind of hindered certain things. Like we could only play certain games, and therefore a lot of the people that could have attended those tournaments kind of got cut down.
Mhm.
And I guess now it's kind of become purely console based, and people still can't really be bothered to haul a bunch of shit to a Street Fighter tournament or a KOF tournament or whatever, because it's just not what they grew up doing, But Smash players have been doing that since day one. It's in their blood.
Yeah, that's actually true. And I mean, it is like you said, everything is pretty much console these days outside of ST. Like ST is the only game that they never run on console because HDRs, no one really seems to like it because Tony. I mean, you can explain it better. Why doesn't anyone like ST?
Why does anyone like ST?
Yeah, why does everyone hate ST? In the community.
HDR, dude. Right?
Oh yeah, HDR. I'm sorry. I was reading something. Sorry.
They're just haters, man. Sterling's best. No, I don't know. It's not the same game, and
Yeah, it's not the
been
same game.
It's been a mainstay that like these people have dedicated it's been the same since '94. They keep playing it, and then sure, this is a new balance. There's ups and downs to it, but it's just At that point, it's what people are familiar with. I don't know.
And that's true. That's kind of like how. I mean, it's the same thing happened with Third Strike. When the Third Strike old remix came out, people were just like, nah. And it didn't even rebalance anything. They were just pissed that it wasn't like the arcade.
Well, from what Alex says, the Third Strike Online Edition is different. It actually has like subtle differences, or differences. Jesus,
Like,
differences.
are we talking like Halo 13 climax differences or what?
No, not things that were purposely changed. Stuff that just got screwed over in the port.
But that happens all the time. I mean, like, when you play fucking Dreamcast Alpha 3, there's definitely some shit missing
No,
there.
no, no, no. That's not Alpha 3. That's Alpha 3 Upward. That game is terrible. Okay, that game is just bad.
Isn't that a PSP game?
Yeah,
It's also
That's double
PSP,
upper.
yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah, double. So it's a bad game. Um, it's just like that with most games. Like for the most part, every single SNK port, arcade to console port, has been trash, except for like seriously, the only good one that I can think of was Mark of the Wolves on PS2, and if I remember right, Battle Coliseum and 11 were good ports on PS2 as well. And
I
outside of
mean,
that, everything was.
I never heard anything about whether or not Battle Coliseum was a good port or not because I think it was like such a under under analyzed game that you may not have noticed until later anyway. Like I'm sure there'll be some differences that come along if people play it enough.
Yeah.
you mean
Well,
nobody cared enough to find out?
well,
What about Battle
uh,
Coliseum?
Yeah,
I mean, I think the general consensus about the fighting game community is that it doesn't matter if a game is good or bad. It's just that people want to play it. If
right.
people wanted to play HDR and if it was going to have the staying power, it'd be out there. Even if people thought ST was the best game, even if it legitimately was. Uh, it, it's just what people would want. You know, it's literally just like all about who's playing what game, and you should support your game if you want people to play it. That's kind of how it goes around these parts. So
yeah.
you can have games that generally people feel are like inferior still around. Like a Cross Tekken and a Killer Instinct. I'm just
Well,
saying.
with the thing with we can't really bash KI at all. I
I can.
know. Yeah, I mean, I know most of
That's
the
my
guys on the show
opinion.
don't like it, but it's been getting really good reception so far. People like the game. They love watching it. It's doing fairly well in tournaments, from what I gather. It it can do really well, or it can just be like how Injustice was, do really well and then just bomb after a while because the community doesn't want to play it anymore.
I
Exactly.
could see that
Yeah.
happening more likely than not.
Mm.
Yeah.
But for the first year, it will be huge because people will show up. And that's why Smash is continuously going to be huge because people keep showing up.
Yep.
I wish I knew what was going on in Killer Instinct because I watch it and I'm like, well,
I personally
can't
feel
Everything.
that
really
Killer.
get it.
The thing about Killer Instinct, I feel, is like maybe it's okay as like a game to play, but to watch is the most boring thing ever.
Hmm.
It's just I literally have no enjoyment watching the game because I mean I pretty much know what's going down and anything. It just doesn't seem interesting. It's not like oh shit he did that. That's fucking crazy. I've never seen that before. It's like no, it's kind of the same thing. Notice how nobody jumps in that game. It's kind of weird.
The combo breaker. They-
All the time.
yeah, I
Yeah,
hear it all the time.
yeah. It's it's just I think it's just an acquired taste, or many people who get into it just like it because it's new. Simple as that. But the main thing holding the game back right now is that no one wants to spend all the money on a console.
Oh,
Like I'm
yeah.
not going to spend all this money just to get a console and then try to get the only company that makes a stick for it right now is Mad Catz, and last I checked they were sold out. I see Markman put up posts every few weeks saying, "Oh hey, new sticks available again," and apparently they all sell out really fast because people want to play this game and they want a stick for their Xbox One. So, like, think about it. It's a major investment. The stick is 200. The console is, I believe, 400, 500.
500.
Jesus.
Damn.
So 700 just to play the game.
Well, then you got to buy the
Well,
game too, unless you want to only play Jago.
You
oh,
mean they don't give it
okay.
to you for free?
They
Oh
give
no.
you
So
two
what is
for
that?
free if you pre-order the game. If you
Yeah.
didn't, then you can only download the one character and play
Oh.
for free from that. But then
Mhm.
See,
there
why would
are.
I? That's just see. I'd be more okay with just paying all the money up front and having everything versus getting it for free and then being hassled into buying more characters. It's just a mental tax at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What if you're good with that one character? You're like, oh
Well,
man,
I think
thank
he
God they
is
gave
one
me
of
the
the
werewolf.
better characters. No, you don't get Saberwolf. You get Jago. And I think he's good,
Oh,
but I think Saberwolf is like considered the best character in the game right now.
the aerobics instructor?
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
no, like it's gonna be funny as hell because this is like the slippery slope to having to buy certain special moves for characters eventually.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Like what's
Uh,
that coming out in China, like Zandou Ziwang or whatever? They're
yeah.
gonna start
There's
doing
a
shit like that where you gotta like buy powered up versions of the moves just so it does damage.
Whoa, dude, that's pretty ridiculous. I didn't know that was going down.
you don't have to pay for it, I don't think, but
Yeah.
there's definitely a skill tree. So if you want to have the full experience or an experience that alters the moves to become kind of crazy, like you got to play it. So it's
But I'm
Really?
saying that you have to play it now, but eventually they're gonna be like, hey, people are gonna want to not have to play this game and just want to have the moves at the beginning so they can start learning their characters to the fullest of
Oh,
their potentials without having to build up the skill tree. So let's
dude,
just
yeah,
$20 and they got it.
people should
yeah.
pay for dragon punches, man. Like, people
Per
would
usage.
buy the hell out of that.
Fucking
Or yeah.
DJ Mirror be in the hole for like $80,000.
just just have like a it'll have like a skill tree system, but you can't have every ability. So it's like, do I really want that extra frame of invincibility on my DP, or do I want more damage on my fireball? Maybe better meter gain. It's just like people are gonna have to min max, and you're gonna have different roles. I suppose. I don't know. It's weird.
Dude,
It
people's
is
DPs are
weird.
like maxed out. Like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Spent all my money on my DP, bro.
Don't jump.
The DP is like active for 50 frames, and it's invincible for like 38. And
Puts you in juggle status.
yeah, yeah.
You know what would be pretty sick about that whole ordeal, though, is that we get these baller ass dudes coming into the community because we need them, man.
Yeah.
Dudes that are ready to drop a G on stuff. That's the
Yeah, it's
type
like,
of we need.
oh man, I want to get into Killer Instinct. Give me the game. Here's $1,000. I'm gonna invest myself into this 6 character game that I don't even want to say because I'm just gonna say something negative. Okay, so can we
Best,
continue?
the best shit is gonna be when some dude who didn't even pay for the game just beats everybody with Jago.
So yeah, I don't even like. There are people like that though who like don't even own a game. Like I play at my friend's house and like they just crush
Oh,
everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, dude, you didn't even pay for this game, you fucking fraud, man. Taking my money. I spent $1,000 on this shit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
much. I mean, well, we'll see how things turn out with Killer Instinct. I think SCR is going to be a test as. No, actually, Winter Brawls before SCR, if I remember right. And I know East Coast is. I know East Coast has had one tournament for it so far that I could think of, and that's the tournament where that DRM check happened that Arturo held. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but that
Oh,
was
here's the
that.
thing. Microsoft actually released a statement saying that it wasn't a DRM check and that they are reporting false allegations. But the point is, the damn system still shut off.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a
So
DRM.
there's Defend the North coming up. There's Winter Brawl, and there's Apex, Defend the North, Winter Brawl, SCR. I think that's the order. Could be wrong, but we'll see how KI does in these tournaments. I think SCR will probably SCR or Winter Brawl will be the biggest for KI. So I don't know. I mean, the game has Microsoft backing it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Don't know if Microsoft will do anything, but we'll see.
I mean, well, here's the thing with the FGC. Like, we've definitely always been a community of regions where certain regions just rock games that other regions don't. So if KI ends up blowing up big out there and not here, that's nothing really that new.
Right.
Um, it'll definitely keep its audience. Like Tekken still has its audience down south, so final round's still going to be huge for Tekken, but
Yeah,
maybe not so much over here. And that's okay.
that's true.
Who knows? Maybe North Dakota will be fucking in KI like knees deep.
Because everybody's baller out there. They all got Xbox Ones.
Exactly. Man, the Fios in North Dakota. What do you know about that?
Oh my god, this saber wolf. God damn.
So that's one of the toss-up games in my opinion for SCR and just the upcoming tournament season. It could
I'm just
be-
curious about. Take someone's like when there's 20 games. Can you legitimately play in all of them? Like, is there not going to be any conflicting?
So, one of my buddies, some of you might know him. He goes by IFD Delusion.
Yeah,
He intends on entering every single game.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
I mean, he always does every tournament.
Yeah, he does, and he
must have
he
an
supports.
Xbox One.
Probably does. I don't know. For those who don't know, he supports just about everything in the community. Every tournament he goes to, he always enters everything, and he has a great time.
Even-
He's friends with a lot of people.
He even enters like side and like silly little tournaments.
Yeah, and he just likes to have fun when he goes to these tournaments. That's what he does. He's a really good guy, and I told him, prepare to be DQ'd from about half the things you enter.
Ooh.
So, I mean, this is the thing. This has nothing to do with the way it's ran. It's because you have people who aren't communicating with each other running brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
that's
what's
going
gonna
to most likely happen, yeah. I remember 2 years ago, Tyrum actually got DQ'd from the Marvel bracket because he was getting called for a match at the same time that he was he was about to play KOF or something. And they were just like, nah, dude, you can't, you got to pick one. It's like, what the fuck?
They told him that? Shut
I
up.
think so, because he went up to the front and he was just like, what's going on, man? And they're like, oh, you got to play this Marvel match. It's like, well, I'm trying to play this KOF right now. And they're like, and then all of a sudden they just hear him say, fuck it, DQ me. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, why are you lying? That's not how it went down. He
That
was
is how
like,
it went
"Hey,"
down.
He was like, hey, I'm trying to watch my boy CJ play right now. Get off my back.
Oh, is that what it was?
No,
I thought they were calling for a match at KOF.
No, they probably were. I was just saying that's more likely what happened. I could imagine that. Like, he's like, I'm watching my boy CJ. Get off my back, dog.
Fucking DQ me. All right, my mistake. I apologize. But still, there's going to be some hiccups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But let's just say hypothetically, I decide to sign up for any tournament that I'm even mildly interested in playing. So that's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tournaments. Like, am I legitimately going to be able to play in all of them? Like, that's crazy.
Dude,
Well,
it's like going to the swap meet, man. They got everything over there. So that you get lost. You're like, oh, what do you got over here?
Yeah, but if I go to a swap meet and if I pay for an item, I can't. It's not like I don't get to pick it up because I'm going to buy something else. That's the difference.
Right. Hold on, bro. You gotta get DQ,
Like, nah,
buddy.
you waited too long. We gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I already paid.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I've gotten into the habit of just going to tournaments and playing one game. Like even that last SCR, I only played KOF, even though they had that Guilty Gear tournament, which I know I would have lost, but I would have loved playing it anyway. I just didn't, I just didn't have it in me, I guess, So when I see something like this, and for the most part, there are a bunch of games I don't want to play anyway. But imagine if I did, man, I'd be going nuts.
You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about like people running brackets properly because that's already always been a problem. I think like there's only so many good people that do that, and I don't think they get enough like recognition for it because they're so amazing at running brackets. But like, what's that guy gonna do? Is he gonna do multiple tournaments? Because that just means there's gonna be a sucky guy here, a crappy guy over there. Because
No, man,
for real,
it's all
there's not
gonna-
that many. There's not that many good bracket runners.
No,
That's
dude,
true.
it's all gonna be ran by Cap One.
Yeah,
It should,
King Cap
like-
One is gonna he's going to be an emperor instead of a king now. He's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna rule over multiple kingdoms, and he's gonna be like, all right, boys, this is how we get shit done. He's gonna have the offensive coordinator Motorola on his head. He's gonna make sure everybody knows.
Dude, if I was Capcom, I'd be like, listen, guys, I can't go. No, SCR would not happen. Every like, what? Capcom's not gonna go, dude. Shut it down. There's no way we're gonna win 25 game tournament. It's impossible without Capcom.
Yeah. That
But
man's a hero.
let's give credit to that's messed up. Not giving credit to the UCI guys, but I'm
Yeah.
just trying to put out there that Capcom's really good at running brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cap One is the truth. Simple as
Not
that.
like those people that were running the KOF brackets last year, but anyway.
Oh man, I lost on Friday. Can I play on Saturday?
Oh shit!
I don't know. You got $10? Hell yeah, I do.
You remember
Slap
that
that.
bullshit down, and then they hella looked at us like we wouldn't even fucking notice, and I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You already did it. You already got your money. Whatever.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty difficult for people trying to enter multiple games, but I do think it's gonna be some of the tournaments should be entertaining to watch. Like I don't know, me personally, I'm looking forward to ST, Virtua Fighter, Smash, plus R depending on who shows up, and KOF and Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 because I'm hoping for the return of Four Leaf.
Our boy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so those who don't know, Four Leaf is Randall's brother. Turns out he used to be one of the top Soul Calibur 2 players in the country back in the old days. And now he's playing Final Fantasy Online. Whatever, Final Fantasy 14, 11, I don't know which one
Yeah.
it is. It's an
Oh,
online
It's
Final
14.
Fantasy.
It's a hentai
We
game.
need him. We need him back.
It's a hentai game.
Damn, really? All right. Yeah, I just want to. I want to watch him play the game because I know he tried getting into 5, and he seemed to be doing fairly well. But he's pretty much like me, where he would play like I would play 13 and go, it's not 98. He would play 5 and go, it's not 2. So,
Pretty good though. He was pretty good when he started to pick up 5.
yeah, he was getting really good.
Anyways,
I
our
think the
boy
prob-
here, he's like mystical, dude. He's like,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's got magical powers, just can't show everybody. He's got to hide them. That's why
He
he
does
never
it in
comes out.
KOF, man. Like whenever Four Leaf like is getting on the verge of like busting out the bag of tricks, he's like, "Oh shit, gotta close it." It just like falls apart. And he'll do something so sick, and you're just like, "What was that?" And he was like, "Nothing. What are you talking about? Look, I
No,
lost."
he's like, I can't let people think I'm good. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Have you seen what they do to my
I'm gonna
brother?
You're
You
gonna
think I
start
want
wanting
that?
the money investing and stuff. They're gonna be talking shit about me behind my back. I can barely face people at all. Yeah, Four Leaf was also good at KOF 11.
Oh yeah.
Nobody cares
Yeah.
for KOF 11 but us. But me, rather. Only I like KOF 11.
Well, KOF 11 was before 13. KOF 11 was probably the most popular KOF in the U.S.
Yeah.
Competitively, I should say.
It had at least like in NorCal alone, it had at least 2 major scenes. And I'd say major as in you could find somebody to play at any given time.
Wow.
In an arcade.
Well, it had the most consistent tournament showings for any KOF game. The next one closest to it would have been 98 in the old days, but that changed, and 98 didn't do as well later on. People still played. We had at most like 50 to 70 man tournaments for 98, but it was more like 10 really good players and some other people.
But the thing about
Just enter-
98 was that even with that, people still entered. It's
Yeah.
almost like somebody ruined the scene for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, 11 had a really good tournament, just following everywhere. I think they would average, or KOF 11 would average about 40, 50 people per tournament, depending on where it was held, who held it, and what format it was using. Because some people didn't allow the console characters, while other people allowed console characters. So it was just a mix. But it had a really good tournament following. Same thing with Battle Coliseum. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Then 12 came out, and 12 ruined everything those two games did. And
Hey, got Reynolds' career started.
this is true. Well, according to Reynolds and some other people, he actually started with, what was it? Guilty Gear and Third Strike.
Dude, I swear he's always changing the story. It's him, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's
He's
probably,
like he was like so adamant, like, yo, 12, and then I was like, okay, I started getting to know him for a while, right? And then he started talking about what he used to do or whatever. I was like, wait a minute, you used to go to arcade on the regular to play Third Strike? I was like, dude, you didn't just get these skills out of nowhere. I was like, come on, you've been playing for a while. He's like, nah, dude, 12. I came in on 12.
12. That's never bad for tournament at least.
yeah, 12 is what made him known in the scene. And then, of course, playing 13, being one of the best players in the country, and then winning Evo is what made him, well known, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so now he's the official best player in the world.
I still think it's funny how it's like, oh man, Mexico's the best. Korea wins. Oh, Korea's the best. Reynolds wins. Nothing.
No,
you don't get nothing.
USA won.
Yeah.
USA.
It's America. America's the best. I never hear that word
Reynolds-
come out of anyone's mouth.
Reynolds wins. Ball is like, he never beat me.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but that's true, though. I mean, Reynolds only
It
beat
is.
him once.
But I mean,
No,
at the same time,
technically-
Hell Pockets beat Reynolds, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They both suck.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
That's what I'm trying to convey it, that it doesn't work that way,
Yeah, I know. The transitive properties, it never works in fighting games. I've been explaining this to people for well over 15 years now, and people still say, like, oh, what? Like, here, people would insist I was better than certain people at KOF 2K2, which was not true because, like a small faction of guys, I wasn't able to beat them because I was terrible at the game. But I can beat all these other people, and then those other people can beat those small faction of guys for whatever reason. And they're like, oh, you're better than them because you can beat us. Like, no, I can't beat them. They destroy me. It's like, oh, no, you just say that. You just keep saying that. I mean, it's not true. You're better. It's like, all right, whatever. Which was never true. I was never good at
Keep blowing that smoke, man.
Yep.
Well, a lot of people are saying, well, not a lot, but I think as far as KO 13 goes, as far as like the last interesting match, obviously, is going to be Bala versus Reynolds, and whether it happens on Jeju Island,
Actually have it there.
yeah,
Because the two players are here they're here in North America, about what, 4 or 5 hour flight away from each other. Be simpler doing it here or in Mexico. It'd just be easier doing it somewhere in North America.
you're just asking for a subpar program at that point because you're just like, hey, these two guys showed up for this tournament and they're both really good. Let's have them play each other. Is anybody there even going to care? I don't even think you'll get over a K people watching that shit. Whereas if you do something over here that's hyped correctly, and maybe not necessarily in a tournament setting, but in an exhibition format, maybe a main card with a couple undercard fets a la Aftershock, it would probably get at least 5K, 9K.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Those
I think.
estimate skills.
Yeah. I think the cafe tournament's gonna have just good stream numbers because when you throw a gigantic number like that, like 10,000 for KOF, 5,000 for the other two games, I want to bring this up. I think I brought it up last week or 2 weeks ago, but it says 10,000, 5,000, 5,000. I might have the numbers wrong, but it says 4 first. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say pot bonus. It just says 4 first. So does that mean second, third, and all the way down to 8s get nothing? I don't know. So if they specified this somewhere, please let me know because I have no idea.
I want to see the money up front because if Kim So Zhang is pretty much the John Nelson of Korea, fuck it.
No,
Now that dude's got money, man.
yeah, he's got
I'm
money.
sure he does. I'm sure he does, but it's just
I've
like,
seen evidence of this.
did he lay it out on the? Did he lay it out on a fucking table for Facebook or some shit?
Dude, you were in his room, weren't you?
No, I never went to his room.
The past 2 years? You had to have been there at least once.
I walked in once and they were all passed out, and I was pretty hammered.
I saw this. This happened.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Yeah, but
Just
Kent Suzanne
automatically felt
definitely.
not welcome.
No, I'm sure he's on the up and up and everything. I'm sure he's on the up and up. But I think he would prefer that this event be about all the players coming together for that 10K versus everybody watching Reynolds and Balla go at it. And
Right.
Mm.
they may not even win the tournament. So why would anybody like put that much on the all the eggs in that basket?
Yeah, and that's assuming either both or either of them go. Because look, it's the tournament is what people want to watch. They just want to see people fight over this 10K. They watching Bala versus Reynolds would be huge, but that's not what I'm watching for. That would just be a plus. It's just like, oh, it's another incentive to watch this. I just want to see what happens here because so Korea is that the area where it's being held in Korea is actually a great spot because all of Asia can make it there. So you're gonna have the top Chinese players, you're gonna have the top Japanese, you're gonna have the top Singapore and Taiwanese players there, just for all the games, not just KOF. And I know some of our big Marvel and Street Fighter players here in the States are planning on going out there. I've
Okay.
I've talked to some Mexican players. They're debating on whether or not they're going to go. Um, they said it's just really expensive, and they don't know if they want to fly out there. Uh, European players are going to go. I'm sure we'll have a lot of UK presence there. Pretty sure some French players will be there. And it's supposed to be capped at 128, if I remember right, for each tournament.
Right. Yeah.
And registration $100 per game, $20.
Yes.
So minimum $120 to enter a game. So
Jeez.
it's pretty, it's a pretty big investment just to go out
Dude,
there and play with no guarantee of you winning.
it's fucking Bloodsport
Yeah, it is.
or The Quest.
The Quest. Don't bring that movie up, dude. Come on, dude. Like really, that was like a really low point in his career. Okay. uh,
What we need to do, we need to send Abe out there to commentate, and just
uh,
when an American loses to a Japanese player, and just goes, "You are not a Tanaka.
you
You are not
are not.
Japanese."
You are not Japanese.
As I'm sure Abe would love doing that. It'd be great.
Father to son. Father to son.
Yeah, I don't know. I have high hopes for the tournament right now. Not so much for the pot, but just because what they're trying to do. Um, this is the way I see it. I've had this discussion with many people, and I know Watts has been very outspoken about this. Go to tournaments because you enjoy the competition, because you want to play, and you want to play for the competition, hang out with your friends, and all that crap. Don't go because oh hey this has $10,000 pop bonus. Like who's competing for the $10,000 pop bonus? Are the four of us on this cast going? Anyone that's on this cast going to a freaking KOF Street Fighter whatever tournament? There's no way in hell any of us are competing for that top prize.
No.
We're just gonna be there to add more to the pot.
Mhm.
That's about it. Like it's an experience going there, but I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go because they have this pot. Yeah, it's sick. That's stupid. Go for the competition. Go to play. Go to hang out. Go to do all that stuff. Don't go for money. You're
Go
not
for
gonna
the
win it.
love of the game.
Dude, get your
Yeah.
body in shape and go on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Do they
Or
have
that.
beaches? They have beaches there, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's an island, idiot. It's gonna have a beach.
I don't know. It's on a fucking mountain in the fucking middle of the ocean. I saw the picture of it. I didn't look. It had a fucking beach.
What if you just walk to the end of the ocean and then there's just no sand?
It's just
You know?
a fucking cliff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a cliff that goes down.
There's
Oh
just a
man.
building there. It's building water.
But anyway, it'll be interesting to watch either way. Speaking of international talent, I've been like, freaking the professor has been chewing my ear off about Fox going to Japan and beating everybody.
Oh
Yeah, I was
really?
gonna
That
bring this up.
happened?
Yeah.
Wait, was it? I thought Fox was losing to everyone, and then some random French player from no one knows him. That's why I say random. People have no idea who he is out there. They said some random Clark player destroyed the best
Oh, that's who destroyed. What's his name?
Mew or M Dash. I keep calling him Mew. So anytime you guys hear me say Mew, I'm referring to M Dash. I call him Mew because the majority of math teachers I had when I was younger would use a capital M apostrophe for Mew or Sigma or whatever you want to call it, and
Right.
it's stuck with me. So I still see that as Mew.
You're so
So
smart.
forgive me for getting the guy's name wrong. Over and
Besides,
over.
he was the Clark player.
Yeah, he lost to a Clark.
You
10-0.
M Dash lost to a Clark player. Okay.
Yeah.
A
So he
French
lost to Clark player from France who's Fox's friend, 10-0, and from what I'm told, it was a pretty bad beating. It was a pretty big beatdown. What do you want to say?
Uh,
Dude, Japan's not getting a good rep, man. What's up?
I don't know, man. Like every time you watch a video from Japan and they look amazing, and then they play somebody from outside the shores, and they're just like, "What is he doing?"
Dude, that's so true. Remember the arcade videos? You're like, oh my god, how did he do that?
Oh man, the setups they did were brilliant, but you
Yeah.
never saw them use it against players who like were probably pretty open to them.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing with this is the Japanese players brought up a question. They said, they were asking each other who do they think is the best player in Japan. Turns out several of them actually said Tokido for KOF 13.
I would believe it at this point.
Yeah.
He was amazing last Evo.
At
I mean,
all the
Tokido's-
games.
Yeah, at all the games. Exactly.
It
That's
doesn't
why he's one
matter
of the
what game.
gods.
Exactly.
Like he's one of the. They say he's one of the Japanese Street Fighter gods. No, he's just one of the Japanese gods. Simple
Yeah,
said.
god.
But the thing was, nobody was talking about his ass before that, though, man. Like they were like, "Oh, he's training with what's his name? Fucking
Dune and Ogosho.
Dune and Ogosho, and he was basically playing Team $15, and either plus or minus Kawaiori, and he got bopped in the first Evo where he had a KOF on the main stage, but he came back the next year and just wrecked house.
Talking about transitive properties and shit, being smart as shit carries over to any game. So,
Yeah.
Tokido is a really fucking smart guy. You could just see about all the decisions he's making, right? And
Yeah.
he's one of those dudes that have broke down games like at the thinking level, like at the way people think about shit. Not really like about the technical stuff, but the way people would think, oh, what would you do here? What would he do there? This guy knows a lot of shit, man. Like, it's crazy.
No, he does. And like I think the only thing that was holding him back, at least in KOF, was just like he hadn't figured everything out yet. And considering how much he had figured out between this year and last year, if we do it again next year, it's a wrap.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I do
mean,
want to see his regression now.
Yeah. I think if Vernal improves, it might be him and Tokido in grand finals. And that would be interesting because I'm pretty sure Tokido would have an answer for some of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude, and Taquitos not gonna crack like that, man. Like Wu just fell apart. I
No,
don't
dude.
see that happening to Taquito. If he's ahead about a win point, I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna do it.
Gotta do
And
some
on
crazy
winner's
shit.
side.
Like you saw him
the-
during Street Fighter 4. He was just like, fuck, I'm losing. I'm going to just keep throwing air fireballs, man.
Yeah, the difference between Tokido and Wu though is that Wu is new to like major competitive play, while Tokido's been doing this for well over a decade now. Tokido can
Also-
deal with the pressure. Wu obviously couldn't. Like it's not that Wu's a bad player or anything. He just could not handle all that pressure.
That sucks too, man. He was so close. He was
And I really
so
like Wu.
close.
Wu was one of my earlier favorites in the KOF 13 arcade scene because he easily had the best Kim in Japan, and he would run through pretty much everybody and Osaka. And then Kaoru would play cleanup game with his team win, the winning team of arcade KOF 13. Let's just put it that way. But he would do it. But Wu would do it with just Kim on point. Before
This is
EX
during-
Design came to fucking
Yeah,
the dive kick.
that's what I was gonna say. This was before, Kim was considered possibly the best in the game.
Yeah. I don't think he still is, but man, compared to arcade, shit.
Oh yeah,
dude,
compared to
he was-
arcade, he's a much better player now. Like, I'm not player. I'm sorry. He's an insane
That's
character
right.
now compared to arcade.
Totally. I think that might have thrown Wu off too, because he was just like he was not taking advantage of a lot of the things that Kim has going for him now. Like he was just kind of. I wouldn't say he didn't know how to play Kim, but he was definitely not using some of the dumb traps that Kim has that really don't make a difference whether it gets hit or blocked. Pretty much the only thing you got to worry about with Kim is if you whiff a move. If you whiff a move, you're fucked.
Depends on what move it is. I mean, you can whiff stand D and still be safe at times.
You cancel it on whiff.
Yeah.
I was like, stand
Kim-
D4.
That's totally you right there. I cancel it no matter what.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm just dialing it, man. I play online style, Steam edition, baby.
But you know what's interesting about all this? I think I'm pretty sure Japanese are really sick of losing, man. And with this Korean tournament, they might be trying to make a name for themselves again. You know, like,
Mhm.
hey, we're the originators.
I would hope so.
Because it's pretty sad if they don't. Because, like you said, I mean, those guys, when it was only on arcade, it's like we all looked up to those guys. Those guys are doing insane stuff. You know, I was really surprised that they aren't doing too well.
It might have, like, I mean, there's probably a number of factors involved there. Like, we didn't, like, the one sad thing about last Evo KOF 13 brackets was we did not get to see a lot of the Japanese players play on stream. A lot of those
Yeah,
cats came out here, and well, we in this chat right now got to see them play the night before, and that was
yeah.
kind of weird too. Honestly, like that was bizarre.
Oh, like all of them? You're like,
Well,
wow, you're all here.
yeah, and Yankee
All of
Rit's
you.
like, so fucking what? I'm
Yeah.
here too. I'm here to check out these infinites.
No, it was crazy because it was like, wow, all of you are here. Oh, wow, Hard Oral's here. Oh, wow, he just lost.
I know. Yo, looking at me, he's like, "What's wrong with your boy, man?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I thought he'd be taller."
Yeah. Ah, man. He's pretty entertaining to watch, though. I'll give him that. Like, I was pretty sad he didn't get on stream either because his matches were pretty sick. Like, the stuff he was
Yeah.
pulling off was pretty amazing. Didn't win, though, but it's pretty good.
But I'd like to see how they lost at least in tournament. I don't know if like because like another thing I'd like to see how somebody lost because when Coco lost at Stunfest and I was just like, what? How did that happen? And then I saw it and I was just like, this doesn't look like Coco, you know?
Right.
This looks like some dude, some imposter. And then fucking Kyabetsu wins?
Dude, like it's crazy because the year before that, right, when Karu came out, this dude just looked unstoppable. Like
Dude!
I don't know how the hell he lost. This fool was bad. He was a bad dude.
Like that was back before we actually had a tier list that worked. And everybody was just like, Mr. Karate, Mr. Karate, Mr. Karate. And it was like, why? And it was like, watch this Coco video. And you're like, ah, yeah. That's pretty messed up. Anyway, I'm done talking about that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an all-around good year for everything. Like
Yeah.
I was telling people this last night or 2 nights ago. I forgot when it was. It's driving me nuts. I've read several articles where it's like, "Hey, this year has been the greatest year to date for competitive gaming and esports."
Ever.
Yeah, ever. They said every year on everything.
Well, it
So,
should be, I guess. It shouldn't be worse than the previous year.
well, it could be. But
This
I
year
mean,
was terrible.
so I mean,
We
this year
lost
has been
everything.
better.
People actually
And-
playing Blade Blue. No.
Yeah. So hopefully next year will be better. Not saying this year was bad. I mean, hopefully it just continues to get better, and we see more things. All those rumors about a new King of Fighters games in the works, supposed to be coming out this year because it's 20th anniversary of King of Fighters. Ultra Street Fighter 4 coming out before Evo, which is very likely going to be the Street Fighter game of Evo. What else?
How are going to people
Chrono
react to that? That's what I want
What's
to
that?
know. You think like if it comes out within a month of Evo, that's enough time to maybe adjust?
Super came out, I think 2 weeks before Evo, was it? 2 or 3 weeks before
Something
Evo, and it was
ridiculous,
the Evo tournament. They used Super for the Evo Street Fighter game.
I still ran it?
Yeah.
All right, well. Yeah. Then we ought to be.
Yeah. So we'll see how everything goes. The only tournaments we know dates for right now, like the major tournaments, are what SCR final round, UFGT, and I think CEO has been announced. I don't know. I haven't been paying much attention to CEO, to be honest with you. So we'll see how things go. Hopefully, some people also get into the older games this year. I'd like to see more people play 98, Mark of the Wolves, Fighters History, and Breakers.
You know
Break.
what? I'm curious as to how people are gonna start run, like if things are gonna change with majors, because SCR is the first one, and they said it last year, uh, like, hey, we're the first big major of the year, and we want to set the pace or whatever. And they did. It was a pretty good event, right? Especially
Yeah,
for people watching the stream too. Like, it was pretty entertaining. But
yeah.
what I'm curious as is that aspect, like, is that going to be gone for SCR and now plug in this idea of a bunch of games, or is that all still going to go together? You know, I don't know. I'm pretty sure people want to try something different, but I don't know. I just want to see if that works out. I don't know. It's just really confusing. There's a lot of stuff going on.
So basically, what you're worried about is if it's SCR is once again setting the tone for the year, are we about to run into a bunch of tournaments that run 20 games?
Yeah, or like, is that a good idea?
Nope.
Like, are we sacrificing something for that? And if we
Yep.
are, what is it? And stuff like that. Like, it requires a lot of manpower to do that kind of stuff, right?
Or
So you gotta
either that
put
or
a.
give everybody their own stream like they do on the East Coast.
Oh man, that's crazy for that many games.
Eight
Yeah.
channels.
I don't think Level Up would do that. I think at most they'll have 4 streams, or they'll have 4 official streams, and then the community will have their own side streams. That's what I think would happen.
It would make the most sense.
Mhm.
Mostly because you're probably going to be running several main stage games at the same time, in addition to a bunch of other games, even if they do run single day tournaments. So, you have to hunker down and just like use up all that electricity.
Mhm.
I think like what's something that should be really important this next year is there's a lot of new players, right? A lot of new players coming out, or people that people don't know, especially for like anime games and Smash Brothers or whatever. That I feel like it's even more important to pull off what they did last year, this year, because there's a whole new crew of players that people have never seen before, never heard of. That I feel like they need to get their time to shine. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
No, I agree, but that also goes into say it depends on what game they're playing.
Yeah.
Like honestly speaking, if they're playing Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue, well, if they're playing Blaze Blue, they'll probably get some shine. But if they're playing Guilty Gear, it might be a little tougher because with CP coming out, Guilty Gear has kind of been on the back burner.
Right. But yeah, well, I'm mostly like, yeah, I'm pretty much thinking about like a Blaze Blue game or, you know, Smash Brothers and stuff like that. Like, I honestly still don't know, like, who's really great in the SoCal scene for Smash Brothers. I would like to know, but you know, I don't
All I
know.
hear about is this guy named Mango.
Yeah, well, that's because we were at Evo. We saw him smash people, but other than that, honestly, I don't know.
Wasn't there another guy named Wiggles or Wobbles or something like that?
Yeah,
it was
like
Wobbles.
wobbles.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'll be entertaining. And I'd really like to see how this year pans out. I mean, we'll all find out. It's coming soon. SCR is exactly 2 months away. Defender North 2 months. Apex I want to say a week to 3 weeks out. Winter Brawls sometime in February usually. Final round is also going to be in March. Final round is middle of March, and then the Cafe It tournament is the end of March. So it's going to be pretty busy this year. Not like it's not busy every other year, but it'll be fun for those of us who like sitting on our asses and watching streams at home.
And I'm sure there'll be plenty of surprises, because like, um, as much as we love going to these things, the whole, I would say, the whole idea of growth and expansion is starting to maybe outgrow what we have right now, and so
Y-
there may be some new movements and new directions.
Mhm.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. I think that's what I was trying to get at.
Like
I
that might
think,
be, yeah,
yeah.
yes, sorry.
So I think that about covers everything. Yes. Anything else you want to talk about?
We could save the rest for when the usual folks and the.
Yeah, I was gonna say next week, but if that's the case, then it's very likely preview of next week for everyone. Books in the fighting game scene.
books in the
Uh,
fighting
the,
games.
the main key, the biggest buzzword in the FGC for the past few months, collusion.
Oh god.
And something I personally want to bring up, Super Arcade, and their
Oh
blog.
yeah.
For those of you who haven't read the blog, just go check out at Super Dojo on Twitter, and there's a link to the blog. Read some of those entries. I really want to talk about some of the things there, but I wanted to save it for next week when we had more people to discuss everything.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be good.
Yeah, and then there's also recap of Frosty Faustings, which Paul went to, and I know he got 2-2. I don't know who he lost to. I don't know who he beat, but hey, he did some commentary, so we'll talk to him about that. The commentary turned out pretty damn good. So we'll see how all that stuff turns out, and who knows what else will turn up between then and now, or now and then.
We got a week.
Yep. As always, follow the whole lot of us on Twitter at Super. No, never mind. That was a different place. I'm sorry. At SuperFX with Super spelled as soup, or it's all right there in the ticker. Mecha MacGyver, SuperFX at Yaikun, SDRcast, Manchest, Hell Pockets, I Play Winner, Lord Walkman, and Meta_Abe, who is he's been our honorary fourth member for quite some time, but he never decides to show up. So he's I don't know what the hell he is now. Maybe he's the honorary 8th, 10th, 9th member. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm deep. I'm deep in the roster.
You keep on missing.
Yeah,
You
we
keep
have
missing
both
shows,
Meta
man. You're
Physics.
going to rank you below Roger Dodger.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
Oh my god.
You don't want
no,
that.
No.
You don't want that.
Ah.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone. Tony, let us all out.
Oh wait. Am I signing this off? All right.
Yeah.
So thanks and have a happy New Year from everyone here at SDR, and make sure to have a good night and have good luck.